Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be starting a new series on the channel. And what series might that be? It's actually called Deep Dive with Thtmand D. I know it's catchy, it's cliche, but I thought it was a good idea. And today we're going to deep dive into my current favorite deck. I've mentioned it a bunch on like some shorts or some TikToks if you've seen it. And that being Mega Starmie Dusknoir. To me, this has some old nostalgia factor, mainly because I played this deck, kind of in the old, like one rotation ago, being the, I guess 2 rotations now, because I rotated just after I competed at the Vancouver Regional Championships, and that was Palkia V-Star Dusknoir. This deck is very similar, not as strong in my opinion, but the whole power curve is not as strong either, at least from my feeling of the game is. So, deck is for the aggressive player, but it does still take some skill and some forward thinking, especially if the game goes late. If you go early, this deck is pretty straightforward and you basically win pretty quickly. There's some forward thinking and some strategy when it comes to late game, because closing out games as an aggressive deck can be very, very hard. But now let's just go into the deck list. I'll put it right now. So here is the deck list that I'm currently running when it comes to the Mega Starmie Dusknoir Dusclops variant. It's pretty close to Jose's top 4 prog rung. Sorry if I butcher his pronunciation of his name. But the only changes I have made is less Duskull and less Dusclops. And then I've added 1 Rare Candy, 1 Tool Scrapper, and 1 Salvatore. These 3 cards being added is just 2 of them are like, tech cards, you could say. Like the Salvatore is basically there for going second. If we go second, we have a Staryu and energy in hand. You can actually turn to start sniping with the Mega Starmie, and that can really board wipe your opponents very quickly. In like 10 games I've played with it, it's been pretty good. I think I've managed doing 2 out of the 10, which is pretty good. Mainly because Meowth is very, very strong. You can get to the Salvatore pretty quickly. The other cool thing about, this cool tech card is the Tool Scrappers in there, mainly because of Heroescape. Heroescape I have found recently being everywhere, mainly due to Latias' the Dunsparce build being so good and so popular. So when that happens, you have to, adjust a bit. So I added 1 Tool Scrapper just for that. It also helps dealing with Crustle. We don't really have a problem with Crustle due to Mega Starmie's Nebula Beam and the Dusclops and Dusknoir. I think I faced like 2 Crustals. I handled them pretty confidently with this deck. Early game, the deck actually feels really, really strong. We're mostly a turn, going first type of deck. Obviously, because we need the Hildas to get to Mega Starmie. But sometimes I have found too that going first, you have a weird decision. It's either you A Hilda or you B, Lilies. And that's the decision we're making. Sometimes the Hilda's the right play, but sometimes the Lillie for a fresh 8 just feels a lot stronger and a lot better. But it's basically on feel and what the actual board or matchup you are facing is happening and what you are doing. The other cool cards I like to talk about on the deck is the Wallies. The Wallies there just to heal the Mega Starmie. If Mega Starmie gets damaged, you get Wallies. You're right back hitting it with the Jet Blow for 120 to the active. That's the deck list so far. I'll scroll down just to see the energy count. It is 3, dark and 3 water energy as well. The other, I guess, little bit of change is Pokégear. I removed 1 and put it in the Poké Pad just for more consistency. I have Night Stretcher in this deck, and that's because we thinned out the Duskull and Dusclops line. It kind of makes it better defined. If we Ultra Ball array like a Fez or a Meowth early game, we can get them back for when we actually need them. And that's it for the deck list. And now we're going to go into some gameplay. The deck actually feels really, really strong, and I'll go over, during the games, how to actually play it and some scenarios you should look out for. And then at the end, I'll tell you specific matchup details, and that'll be it. Tails! Hopefully it doesn't fail. Nope, and it fails. Dash, darn it. I will go first, okay? Starmie, Judge, 2 Buddy-Buddies. Not the worst hand in the world. I will play in Mega Frostlass, I'm guessing. Okay, take my 2. Oh, he's also a Staryu build. He plays Salvatore, this could be bad. Okay, never mind, we are good. Double Duskull. Can go ahead of it and grab that. But I think we are fine with Meowth because we get Hilda, we get online pretty quickly. He could item lock us just in case. They do play Budew, so might as well just use all our tools while we can. He could also judge us back too. We have a pretty strong like follow-up turn. We either Meowth for Hilda or Lilies and hope to draw into the stuff that we need, or we he does a Salvatore. KO. It's fine. Take the KO if you have it. Do you have a water energy? No. Uh-oh. 50. I'm not going to judge him. Meowth for Lilies. I don't need a third Staryu down yet, so Lilies. And we get Risky Ruins. That'll help us if he benches anything. Starmie. And then Water Energy. So we'll do a 120 here. And then I think the Frostless is actually the scariest thing, so we'll get rid of them. Hopefully try to get rid of the Snow Run. And he concedes. Well, that's a pretty quick game, obviously. I think we played to our outs really well this game. I'll probably just throw it in as like a starter clip of just showcase how the deck works. And like the decision making when I talk about the Meowth. Like we could have Hilda there, punched it bigger or other stuff. So yeah. We just keep rolling games, get as many games as we can. My opponent will go first, okay. Duskull active. Yeah. Cool. Cynthia's build. Cynthia's Garchomp. Hey, Mabel. Maple. Staryu bench. Oh, sorry, I was calling my cat as you know, she wanted attention. Grab Monkey. Then we Ultra Ball away. Add Dusknoir for Meowth. Night Stretcher back to Dusknoir. Meowth for Lilies. Yeah, Lilies. And Lilies. Oops. And we get not much. That's fine. Buddy-Buddy for another Duskull and Staryu. And play more damage in play for Munkidori to eventually, hopefully, KO. Roserade. Do you have an air balloon? Or are you just gonna... I don't want to judge you. Grand Tree build? What the... That's sick. You're gonna just start swinging. Yeah. I do have access to Grand Tree though. Unless he gets a Chien-Pao. That's really cool. But I could kill his Garchomp. As of now, unless he gets the Cynthia's power weight on it. He still has to find energy to remove the Roserade too. Right? Yeah. What do you Poké Pad POR? I get both. He did have his energy? Okay. No Cynthia's power weight. No Cynthia's power weight. Gibble, okay. No Cynthia's power weight. Perfect. We'll push Staryu. Now we're gonna Grand Tree. I'm gonna use it on the Duskull. Then more risky. We're gonna Hilda for our Starmie Ignition. I want Starmie as prize. So Ignition, Starmie. Do I have another Duskull in deck? I do. So I want Duskull for that. Then we are gonna KO this this Cynthia's Garchomp. We're gonna be even on prizes, so that helps us a lot. This does make it kind of awkward for him, because I could also just Hilda KO this if he Rare Candies it out. I do play one Rare Candy, so I could also kind of fish for it too. If he doesn't have the power weight, or he does have it, he plays it to the bench one though. Or Grand Tree for another Roserade. Does he have it in hand? Oh, this is a really cool Cynthia's build. Okay, Lilies for it. It's just the... Oh, he attached to the bench though. Gibble, I'm guessing. Of his Roserade, okay. I think we Hilda this turn for this Legacy plus this, because that's 2. We're not gonna take the Staryu though. We're gonna take a Duskull because this gets into Garchomp. He can KO this. You know, he needs Rare Candy though. He doesn't really establish the Gabite. The Gabite's the strongest card in the Cynthia's Garchomp deck. At least that's how I feel about it. I am on a Stadium Bump, so I can't bump this Forest. This Forest is going to stick. So he could basically get Roserades online. Okay, he passes. Ooh, Dark Energy would be good for next turn. But this turn we're going to have to... Hilda, yeah. For Dusclops and Legacy. Legacy. Do I need anything else? No. Monkey's there. So we're gonna KO this and KO the Roserade. Not Roserade, Roselia. Take 2 more. If he KOs us back, we can Bloodmoon if he has Fez on bench. We just have to find the boss. We have Hilda and Wally. So if he doesn't KO us here, it's probably not looking good for him. If he KOs us here, he only takes 2, so we could Dusknoir, Hilda him with the Mega Starmie. We'll have 400 HP though, so maybe not. And I mean, it's a hard decision to decide what he wants to move up here. I was him probably the Gible, just because I think you have to play for you out. You're playing for you out. It's Garchomp, Attach Energy, boosted by all these guys. So 30, still 10 damage short though. It was really, really hard actually for him. He does put up the Roserade. It'd be Air Balloon. Oh, okay. I think I have checkmate no matter what. I gave the Ultra Ball for Bloodmoon, which is 240. Oh, but the ignition, this kind of... Oh no, attach here. That'd be 270 though. Actually need 30 more damage. Oh, if you hear any background noises, I do live with 2 2 cats, and they love to play, so you might hear some rattling. Oh, and he lost due to inactivity, so that's another win for us. That's 2 back to back. Let's see if we go 3 in a row. 3 in a row sounds fun. Climb back up to the 1500 mark. Oh, I had to concede a bunch earlier, just I was trying to test out the recording, so yeah. Hey, it's Mabel. You're playing Mabel? I thought it was Max. Max loves his tail, so. Oh, we bought them these like little snakes. I'll play one more. Why not? More footage is always best. Yes, we want to go first. Always going first. I really want to like have use of the Salvatore. I mean, for the video, just so you can see what it kind of looks like. But unfortunately, no. What are we playing against? Dimension 2, okay. Budew a Starmie. Facing Staryu Dusknoir 2. I'll emote back. So we will Ultra Ball for Dusclops. And now Ultra Ball Poké Pad. And then we will Yeah, I want the monkey actually. I just not grab a monkey. And pass. I said something, just didn't do it. That's on me. I wanted the monkey there instead of the Staryu to build damage up, but it's okay. He's playing Mega Frost last variant. Well, with this scenario, we basically are going to try to target that Snorunt. Snorunt's in Mega Frost gives me the most problems with the deck because it can one-shot you Mega Starmie. Maybe Ultra Ball for me. I'll have a Dusclops depending on the follow-up. Now this Snorunt, okay. I could KO both Staryus too. That's another option. Monkey. Monkey Dark? Or is he going to attach? Oh, water. Did he not get any energy? That is the one problem with the deck I've also found. Oh, he did get it. Okay. Monkey. Oh, he's scared of the Duskull? Really? It's like the one card I wouldn't be scared of if I was him. Yeah. Could Hilda? Nope. Pokégear got nothing. So we're gonna have to Hilda. So Hilda for Mega Starmie. Legacy. Take 3 prizes this turn. That is tempting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. 3 prizes sounds pretty good to me. Plus it gets the damage off of this Duskull. And then if we draw something good here, it will help too. Dusknoir doesn't help. Then we're going to jump below and just take over one of these guys. So I think he plays, okay, Mega Frost last. Anything he bench though, I will just KO. If he tries to establish more things, just hit him for 150. Okay. Or not. Well, one of these is getting KO'd. Because of the Risky Ruins. He's going to move some damage back. I don't know which one he's more concerned about. Probably off the Starmie? I guess. Oh, the Starmie. Okay, this is 150, so 170. Do eventually need to establish stuff. Dusclops? Yeah, Duskull Starmie. Yeah. Gonna KO this or no? Yeah, 2. I do play 3 Staryu, so that would be good. On the active? Oh, this is 200, right? Yeah, 200. This is 200. Judge for 200. This is the same thing. I got Meowth, that's good. Huh. I'm not going crazy, this just hits 200, right? Yeah. 70, and it just went. This gets boss win. Oh, I can make sure boss is in play. I have boss in the deck, right? Yeah. Meowth, boss, win. It's a pretty simple game. Yeah. And that's it. We won against the weaker mirror, so that's a pretty good sign for us as well. It just showcases how strong our deck is, you know, early game. As you saw, we took like 3 prizes and it's not even like 5 minutes into the game on the game clock. So I would now go back into more of a breakdown of the deck and some matchup specific keys and tricks that I would like to, you know, show you guys. As you can see, the deck actually is very, very strong and very, very good, especially early game. I think that last game that I showcased, like how strong you can be early game, especially against even another like Mega Starmie Frostless deck that has the Dusknoir package as well. I felt like we just had so many options to win. Obviously, I think my opponent kind of misplayed by benching so many things when the Visky Runes in play. I feel like if he just kept his hand and then he needed the monkey, but he could have just done Snorunt, monkey. I guess my Dusclops would have got him. But anyways, going after the deck is very strong. There is some matchups and some keys and tricks that I have learned just by playing the deck so much. The first thing is against Dragapult. I didn't face one this game, but obviously you try to wipe out the GPs as often as possible. They do have Budew and Latias. When that does happen, you can be hard to set up. But the biggest thing is you basically blow up your skulls, and when they evolve in Dusclops, you KO GPs as much as possible or drug cloaks. The hard thing is you always kind of want to keep either a candy Dusknoir available, or you basically have a Dusclops ready to be evolved in the Dusknoir just for the Dragapult. The Dragapult is the hardest thing to kill. Obviously, it has 320 HP. We don't really hit those numbers. We hit 120 and 210. Even with Munkidori involved, they could just Munkidori the damage back a lot of the time. That is the hardest matchup, obviously, is Dragapult. Dragapult is the BDIF, but that's the one tip I will say. You just have to try to spawn camp GPs and Drugcloaks. You are kind of favored. Some of them are starting to run Shaman. The Shaman you just have to blow up with the Dusknoir. If they have Dusknoir and Psyduck, the deck kind of can brick. But you can come back. Obviously, the Nebula Beam is very strong, and the Jet Blow is a pretty solid attack. Mega Lucario is basically of who can get the first KO. If you get the first KO, you're winning. If they do, and they get KO Staryu, but you have another one go in, you can still come back, obviously. The one thing with the Mega Lucario is that they can almost one-shot you with the Premium Power Pros, and your Mega Pokemon, so you give up 3 prizes if you don't have the Legacy Energy attached. There's some other builds I've seen going around with the Mega Starmie. Some are cutting energies, some are adding energy, some have even playing some weird Crispin Munkidori builds. I haven't really experimented with them, but these are options that you can play as well. That is it for a more in-depth, guide into Mega Starmie EX. I like the build currently. I mean, obviously the Salvatore and Tool Scrapper didn't get much use in the video, so if you don't like them, you can exclude them. I will also add some other tech cards I've had experimented with. The big one being the actual Aspect. I have tried on Fair Stamp. I've tried Scoop Up Cyclone. I also tried adding like an additional Wallies. If you play more than one Wallies, it can actually help a lot. Obviously, Wallies is good for the Mega Starmie. I also tried like what was it? One day I was just like, water energy. Is there any strong water attackers? Like even one prizers or like something. And going through it, it's actually kind of sad. There's actually not much one prizers available that are water type or colorless. But there is one that I found. The other weird inclusion I actually tried was like a 2-1 Tortuga line just for a late game, because once we apply the pressure early, we can close out. It's hard to close out, kind of. This card, it gets a lot better with the fossil stuff that's coming out, the fossil stadium. You can play as a one-of. If they play a lot of items, it actually can KO a lot of things out surprisingly. I experimented with it. I didn't include it in this, but if you want to test around with it too, the Tortuga is actually pretty solid for 1 water energy. And then the other one I also tried was the Black Kyurem EX. I just like Kyurem. And I was facing Dragapult for a while, so it's kind of nice to just paralyze them and then build up damage and then KO 2 things with the Mega Starmie Dusknoir combination. It does take 3 energy. In that build, I had like counter gain and a bunch of crazy stuff, but it was fun. I think I tried it for like 5 games. I got the combination out once and it was very, very lucky. Other support options instead of the Salvatore is you can include a Larry skill if you really feel like you need it. Other than that, though, you could cut the Salvatore, either add it as a Wally's or Hilda or boss. We only play 2 boss. I kind of want 3, but you can figure it out for yourself upon testing. That's it for today's, deep dive with Thtmand D. Next week, we'll probably do something similar. We'll find a deck that I like playing this week and just explain why I like it and how you can use it and how you can like win with it and pros and cons of it. Obviously, Mega Starmie is very aggro. I'm a very aggro, player, or that's like the play style I like playing. So we'll maybe try to find more aggro decks to start. Decks that I just kind of enjoy. Obviously, the Going Rogue series will continue. It's just I haven't really found a rogue deck that I really, really like. I've been testing some things. Obviously, the Mega Gardevoir kind of, made me a little bit down about it, but we'll be back. So that's it for a deep dive with Thtmand D. I'll see you all next time.